Hi, this is Donnie Vaughn of the Marketing Twins. This is another tutorial for Come Before Winter. Okay, this is the second part of our tutorial on how to add an application page or a renewal application. So where we left off was we had created um, this Honduras page, this application page, not to be confused with the other Honduras page. But we were at a point where we were kind of had entered this information and we were modeling it after our Thailand page. So what I'm going to do here is up at the top here, you can hit view page. I'm going to open that up in a new window so we can actually view that page and this page. You can see now that the pages, I'm toggling back and forth. You can see how it's changing from Honduras to Thailand back to Honduras. With that being said, one thing that needs to be changed is this little link here. If I click on that link, up to this, which is a part of the website that we created that says if you want to find out if your application's been received, you go here, and anytime we received a application in, we would list them on here so that somebody would know if they submitted their application. Pretty soon after they submitted their application, their name would show up here. There's not a way for it to automatically appear. I don't think you wanted it automatically because you want to review the application and so forth. So what we would do is anytime the application is received, we would receive notice of it. We would go through the process of pulling it into the Google Forms and ultimately dispersing it into a Microsoft Word document out to the registrar. And at that point is also when we would go and put the name of the individual up on the website. So relatively quickly, we would get the information in from the application and be able to put it up on the website on this page. While we're here, let's go ahead and copy this URL. So I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to hit copy. I'm going to come back over because as you can see here, this is where we want that. This is on the Thailand page. We want that. So we have got to go back over here. This is where we ultimately want it. So I am now going to click over to my dashboard. And where it says click here, I'm going to highlight that. Now this is a chance to show you how setting up a link works. So you highlight the text that you want, and you can do one word, you can do a whole phrase, you can do one sentence, it doesn't matter. Highlight what you want to be clicked. So in this example, see the words click here, all of that is, as soon as you hover over it, it'll all go underlined. So I can click the word click, I can click the word here, I can click the whole thing. And we want to do the same thing. So we highlight the word click here, and then up here, amongst all of these icons, there is an icon right here. That's a chain link. There's another one that's a broken link that is something if you ever want to take away a link, but you'll rarely use this one. This is the one where we want to insert and edit a link. So I'm going to click that. So I've highlighted the phrase that I want. I've clicked the chain link, and that's popped up this little box here. So it's saying, where do you want link to URL? And now it's telling you right now, it's got to have the http://. Now, when I copied that, I'm going to delete that because I pasted in, and I just, if you didn't see what I did there, I just copied, and I did it with my keyboard, but I'll do it with my mouse here. Paste it in. It goes and includes this http://. So as long as you go, when you go in to copy this like I did, just include and make sure you copy all of the www and all the http:// everything up here. Okay, so when you copy that, make sure you copy that entire thing. And when you do that, that allows you to be able to delete whatever's in there and then paste it in. And then you can also, at that point, set up the target. Now, this is a key thing I'll say this and maybe say it another time in another tutorial. Anytime you set up a link, and then that link opens up, a lot of times if you want it to open up in the same website, you don't have to do anything. You can say not set because it defaults to that, or you can indicate that you want it open up in the same window. And what I mean by that is, if I open up Bible study, notice that this little window that I'm in, it stays within that tab, that window. If I wanted to, if I was to, let me go to the Thailand's a better example. So here's the Thailand. Just click here. We can do it. You can do it either way. You can have it open up in a new window or open up in the same. Because we thought people might want to look at the list of people before and not have to go back, we had this open up in a new window. So if that's the case, then as we go back to our dashboard, we want to have this open up in a new window. And when we do that, we hit insert. We don't worry about any of the rest of that stuff. And let's update our page. Now, let's go and view the page now that it's been updated, and let's see what it looks like. Compare it to the page. Okay. And there's Thailand, there's Honduras. Notice that the section here looks exactly the same. A little bit of formatting difference. And so at that point, you can see I'm at the Honduras page. I'm at the application for Honduras, noted here. If I click here, it opens up in a new window. So that if I see and I don't see my name on the list, I can always close out of that, and I'm back still to what will be the application page. So that's the reason we have it open up in a new window. So the next phase of that is to copy the information that's listed here into the page. And so what I'm going to do that, I'm going to go over here to my Microsoft Word document. And let's see. We want to make this as similar. This is going to take a little bit of formatting because unfortunately it's not as easy as just saying, well, let me just copy and paste this. I mean, you have to do a little bit of formatting to make it work. And so I'm going to make sure. Looks like there's some little things that'll do a little differently, but that's the bottom line. Is you just want to copy this information from your Word document. If you're doing these in the future, you may not necessarily have a Word document because all you need to do is go in there and make the change. If that's the case, then what I would say to do is go back to dashboard here. In future, let's say you're doing, this is the application for Honduras and you're creating the application for Rwanda, then all you have to do is copy pretty much everything on the page and then make your tweaks for Rwanda instead of Honduras. And so you don't have to copy anything from Word. I think this Word document is great because it's providing me information, but you guys will start to manage these on your own and you won't necessarily have that. All right. I'm going to click a couple of returns, give me a little space. I'm going to tab out of that several times. Now, I'm kind of where I want my cursor at, so I'm going to have to go up here and I'm going to hit, again, paste from plain text, because remember, I don't copy anything directly from Word. I'm going to paste it in as plain text. Now, when I do that, you're going to lose a little bit of some formatting that obviously came with the Word document. So here's the Word document, and this is what it looks like on the page. So first and foremost, we want to bold it, and I can always go back over to, there's some retreat requirements and stuff like that to make that a little bit bigger. If you ever want to make something a little bit bigger, go over here and there's different size things you can set up. So I'm going to set up one. It says retreat information and requirements. I just can type that here, retreat information and requirements. I'll do it that way. Okay. And so you've got this that looks similar to a Come Before Winter, all this kind of stuff. Now this is where I probably would take out these bullet points and insert bullet points from here, and it has a little bit better look and feel than what you, there we go. So you kind of have the, I think you can add space, but this is kind of where it's working with bullet points and all that is very similar to Microsoft Word, but it's not going to be exact. So this is where you kind of have to go back and forth. So for instance, here we've got this, they want a link to this. So let's, here's what we're going to do. Right here, we have participants must range and all this kind of stuff. There's a renewal and all the accommodations are at. List out the location, but it has the website here, right here. Now there's an extra space here I'll get rid of. So what would be good is if we hyperlink that. So how do we hyperlink that? Well, I want to hyperlink most of that, or copy that, because that's got the www in there and the website address. So we're gonna let's bold it, make it stand out a little bit. Click on my link. I need the HTTP, so I'm going to put that right after what I pasted in was right after this part. Okay. And since that's an outside website, I'm going to have it open up a new window so they don't get off of our own site. Some other formatting here. They want this in bold, so I'll bold that. Here's something different with the email address is done this way. Copy it. Now, because it's the email address, I'll copy it. I'll go up here and do the link. This is something a little unique. You can, instead of doing the HTTP : you actually do this, mail to : no space, and just pop in the email address. I always open up those in new windows, and that way if you're in AOL or a Gmail or something like that, and you're not into some kind of already opened Microsoft Outlook or Mac Mail or something, it's going to open up in a new window, so again, you don't lose that. Now, I'll probably make that bold, again, so it stands out. And I'm just doing some formatting things here. Here's another that says that we do not accept registrations, so we need to find where that is. It's in the last bullet points. We do not, let's see, I got to find it. After the word generally, there we go. Program. We do not, it goes all the way down to here. So make that bold. And then down here, you will be billed is going to be, we'll bold that. Okay, so I'll go up here, bold that. Now, here's the photograph addendum. I'll go ahead and make this the same thing, heading 2, so it's a little bit bigger. Please read carefully. I'll make that bold. And I'll make that same. There we go. And was there no formatting that needs to be done in that? So we've kind of got that ready to go. Things looking good. Let's see now if I go to update my page. And once it's updated, I'm going to view page, and I'm going to view it in a new tab so we can see it. All right, starting to come together here. You can see here it's got retreat information, requirements, all the bullet points, and if we open that up, it opens into a new window. If I clicked on that, it would take me to the email address. It's got all the dates, all bold. Even I got the. What I might do is, just because these are kind of running close to each other, what I think I'll do is put those kind of with a dash. I think that'll look better. Now when I update my page, let's see if that helps. Let's see if I can. I think I'm going to like that the way it looks a little bit. Yeah, that looks a little bit cleaner. And so at this point, if you compare that, it looks very similar. A little bit of formatting done differently. But it's starting to really take shape. We might make this in italics, but I don't think they had it in italics. So yeah, it does. So we got some little bit of formatting, but you get the idea. After we're done with that, then we'll put the form in, and we'll do that in another tutorial. So that completes that section of learning how to add this in there. Thanks.